Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. EQOA Nostalgia here, and today I want to talk to you guys about EverQuest Online Adventures and the rumors that have been going around that it has returned. Just yesterday, I posted a teaser video, and I put some things in there that people picked up on, and I was hoping they would pick up on them. There were no NPCs in that footage, and that led people to believe that the footage was probably recent. And I went ahead and I told everybody in the description that yes, it is recent. Now, there have been whispers about this for a while. People have been talking about a possible project, and I've received several messages in my inbox from people who have been asking, hey, did you hear that there's something going on? And indeed, I have. I have my ear to the ground, and I've known about something that's been going on for quite a long time, and it's been rough not being able to talk about this kind of stuff with you guys. But sometimes you just have to be quiet and hope for the best. But now that the cat's out of the bag, yeah, I mean, there is some hope. Now, there was also another video that was posted not too long ago by an individual known as Corsten, and he's a very mysterious individual, but you are going to be hearing a lot more about him, and I wish I could tell you more. I really do. And when I made this video, I started to make it, and I had to reverse myself because I gave away too much information, and I do not want to make Corsten mad because that would not be in my best interest. So I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to let him divulge any information that he might think is appropriate, but that is up to him. However, you are going to want to subscribe to his channel, and I'm going to be putting that in the description because there are going to be some very interesting things developing on that channel in the coming weeks and months. Now, of course, you can all rest assured that I will be covering things here extensively, so there's no need to worry about that. I will be continuing to cover this. I mean, that is the whole reason why I started this channel for EQOA. So this is just, I'm just buzzing right now. This is a very exciting time for me, and yeah, it's just an amazing time. Now, to talk a little bit about what's been going on, I'm sure most of you are well aware that there is a playable version of EverQuest Online Adventures right now. It is in an offline state. Nobody is able to play it online. There are no NPCs, there are no mobs, there are no quests. It is just the world. You cannot create a character, you cannot choose a race, class, any of that stuff. There's no spells, there's no, no combat, obviously, since there's nothing to kill. So that's going to be tough to put all that stuff back in there. But yeah, there's nothing aside from being able to run around the world. There's nothing. It's going to be a long road to travel to get all of that stuff back. But man, it is amazing. Now, I don't know if Otis is there. I think it is. I'm not certain about Planet Sky Disease or anything like that. Lava Storm, I'm not certain if those are represented as well. They might not be there. But I do know that the main continent for sure is there. Tenaria is there. And you can go anywhere. I mean, you can go down to Blackborough, you can go up to Hollis, you go down to Grob, you can go anywhere. But it is completely devoid of all life. And the way I can best describe this to you guys is, do you remember, before the game was shut down, how dead it became? And it was like this for a few years. And it kind of felt like you were in a wax museum, It's like all these NPCs were just standing there, and they were just like, they're waiting for an adventurer to come along and buy their wares, but no one was doing it. It's kind of like that, only just pull all that out of there. And now you've just got this empty world. And the feeling of that, there's so many mixed emotions, okay? Now, I can't say whether or not I've played it. I can't tell anybody any of that information. But what I've seen, it's got a mixed emotions to it. Now, the first emotion is, oh my god, it's back, it's so awesome. But then there's also that depressing, somber feeling, like it's lifeless and there's nothing here, and it's just And then you start thinking about nostalgia and how awesome it was. And then you're thinking about what could it be what could happen in the future. Could we be back here? It's just a rush of emotions, but there is a touch of sadness there, and it's very delicate. And when my wife seen the camp where Tack used to spawn with the crystalline orb, and all those crystals in there with the little, the flashing lights around them, she just she broke down and she started crying. And so it's powerful stuff, and it's just awesome that these guys were able to get that back in an offline state. And man, the sky is pretty much the limit right now. Now it is going to be tough to get the NPCs back, and I'm not certain if we have all the models that we need for that. There might be some improvisation, I don't know, but one of the things that I know for sure is going to be very hard is getting the quest dialogue back, and things like flagging a quest where something pops, that kind of stuff. I don't know how they're going to do it, but these guys, from what I've seen so far, they've been working miracles here. It's amazing. I mean, I can't even believe somebody was able to get this on an emulator. I was one of those people saying, yeah, it'd be awesome if it comes back, but I mean, dude, first of all, who's really interested? Our community is so small, and who has the know-how within our community? We're console gamers. How many of us know anything about programming and game design or anything like that? I certainly don't. I'm just basically like a cheerleader of sorts. I've got my channel, and I've established a little bit of a name for myself within the community, but I don't know anything about programming or anything. I might be able to help with finding bugs and running around and doing things like that, but I'm pretty much useless. There's only a few people who have worked on this, and they're working very, very hard. These guys got jobs, they've got families, they're grown-ass men, so it's tough, but they've been able to bring it to an offline state. And now I think the main concern at this point is, how are we going to get NPCs into the game? And that might not be the main concern. It might be actually trying to get onto a server. I'm not positive, but it is a long and winding road, and there are many dangers in the darkness ahead. And one of those dangers is SOE stepping in and saying, nope, not going to do it. And that will really suck, but it is possible. Now, I don't think they're going to do that, because we have Project 99, which many of you know is a private server for the original EverQuest, and the original EverQuest is much more popular than EQOA. Our community is very small. We'd only have maybe between 200 to 500 people on this server, so it's really not anything that I think they'll be concerned with. I think people are mostly just paranoid, and because there's been so much work that's gone into it, and they can just, with one fell swoop, critical hit, done. So hopefully that does not happen. Now, they are focused on EverQuest Next, and they're focused on Landmark, and those games are going to make a lot of money, and EQOA I really don't think is of any concern. But it is a danger, and it's something that everybody is scared about. We're very scared. And another thing that we're concerned with is how the community is going to handle this. Are people going to start bugging out and saying, hey, I want to play it. If it's in an offline state on an emulator, I want it. I don't think that it's available to just hand out like that, because it can cause some problems. It can end up getting everything shut down if we just, if they just start handing out the copies of it, and it could be bad, So I don't know. It's not within my power to do that. I can't say yes or no, but I can only assume that no, they're not going to just start handing it out to anybody. And I don't want to see people bugging out saying, I want it, I want it, I want it, and stomping their feet. I can understand that people want to get their hands on this, but you have to be patient, and you have to respect the people that have brought it brought it out of the woodwork, so to speak, because it wasn't if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have anything. So you have to respect their wishes. And also, please don't go crazy if it's not available in several months, because we're talking about a very small I can't even call it a team. There's only a few individuals that are working on this, and you can't expect AAA, company kind of stuff. It's not like that. This could take a long time. So just please be understanding. So those are a couple of the concerns that we have, and hopefully the community works with us and not against us in this regard. So yeah, it's very exciting. I don't want to talk about too much negative stuff, you know? This is an exciting time. People need to be excited. But you also have to understand that there is a chance that it might not work out. And when I made my teaser video, I did it to get people pumped up. You know, I wanted to make the community happy because it's been such a dismal time, you know? We've all been bouncing from game to game. We can't seem to find a home. And everybody just feels like we just want to go back to EQOA. Damn it, we don't want to play anything else. This is our game, and you just can't replace it no matter what. And if I was able to bring some happiness to people, that makes me so happy. You know, reading the comments, you know, and seeing how people are like, oh my god, is this for real? And being able to tell them, yes, it is. It exists. And you know what? If it did all go to shit and nothing got made, at the very least, at least the emulator would be available, you know. Well, hopefully it doesn't get to that point. Hopefully everything gets done and we're all playing the game together on a private server. I'm really hoping that that happens. More than anything else I support on this channel. I mean, I love SOCOM and H-Hour. You know, I'm hoping that Pantheon works out. I'm really looking forward to I Infected and a lot of other games, but this is my main shit right here. You know, this is my poison. This is EQOA. So this is something that I am incredibly excited about and very emotional about it. And you know, I really hope that it all works out for the best. And hopefully I can bring you guys more information soon. I can't dictate the way things work. I mean, I could say things, but then guess what? There goes the trust in me. It's all gone. So there's only so many things I can say and only so many things I can tell you guys. So please understand that when you ask me questions in the comments section. Understand that if I can't answer you, I'm not being a dick. I'm just not violating anybody's trust. And yeah, you know, the footage you're seeing, of course, I forgot to mention, is recent. It's very recent, about a week old now. And there's going to be more of it coming out. And most of it's going to be on Corsten's channel. I don't want to steal Corsten's thunder, okay? Because it's kind of like his show. It's all about Corsten, really. But me being EQOA Nostalgia and having been here for about 3 years now, I've been here for a while doing this, I have to give some coverage. And, you know, like I said, I don't want to step on anybody's toes and I don't want to take anybody's thunder, but I do have to talk about it. And I'm only allowed to talk about so much of it. But yeah, I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me yak on and blah, 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 blah. Be excited. It's a good time to be an EverQuest Online Adventures fan. I love you guys, man. And, you know, hopefully I will have much more to talk about in the very near future. I thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.